Yeah, so, they always say that we black people, we are so aggressive. Nigerians are aggressive. When they talk, they shout. In workplaces, they will say, why are you shouting? Hi, Japadians. Welcome back to Akomolafe family channel. Yeah, so, they always say that we black people, we are so aggressive. Nigerians are aggressive. When they talk, they shout. In workplaces, they will say, why are you shouting? In both people, when they are talking, they talk at a very low tone. Even when they are angry, sometimes you don't know because of the way they will talk to you in a nice low tone. Nigerians, we are not angry. We are just having a conversation and you're already shouting. So what will now happen when you are angry? You can imagine the way we shout. We are aggressive in nature. Some Africans too generally. So something happened a while ago. We parked our car right in front of our house, our old house. And our neighbor who was next door attempted to reverse his car into his own compound. Our car was where it used to be, right in front of our house where we normally park it. And that was not his first time of him to reversing into his driveway. So as he was reversing into the driveway, he hit our car and drove into his driveway. He didn't come to knock our door. He didn't tell us. It was just when we went to the car, we wanted to drive the car, that we saw the dent at the back of the car with some of the paint from his car on our car. That was how we knew that it was his car that hit the car. So we went to knock on his door and say, you've hit our car. You didn't even acknowledge the fact that you've done this. You didn't knock on our door. You didn't do any of these things. And you kept quiet. And the man was not apologetic at all. He was not remorseful. A white British man. He had children. Just as we had children living in our own house as well. It was just like, well, he was just trying to park his car and no sorry, no nothing. So when my husband went to go and speak to him, my husband was carrying, my 4-year-old then was a baby. So he was carrying her as a baby and was talking to the man. So because of the response that he got from the man, he became a little bit upset that, how can you have hit a car and you are not admitting? Rather, you are saying, well, it's happened. Or in other words, I'm going to have to take your insurance details. You are going to cover the cost of the damage. Although it wasn't significant, it wasn't much, but it was obvious enough to be seen and it definitely dented the car. Ideally, you should be talking about fixing it, not even saying, well, it's happened. There's nothing you can do about it. So we were asking for the insurance information and the man was reluctant to give it. So my husband was, okay, let me just go inside to go and drop the baby in my hand. So he came inside to drop the baby. Obviously, he didn't tell him that. He just came inside so that he could drop the child and then go back to get the insurance information and then they can resolve the issue. So as my husband came inside to drop the baby and went back, the man too quickly went inside. We're like, what did you go inside to go and do? So the next question was asked my husband, what did he go inside to do? What did he go and get? What did he get when he went inside? So my husband was like, what do you mean, what did I get? What did I go inside? I went to drop my baby. What do you mean? You went inside. The way you went inside, you went to get something. What did you go and get? My husband was like, what do you mean? I was holding my baby. I went to drop my baby. Can you please give me your insurance information? So in the end, he didn't give us the insurance information. We had to go by his plate number and, from there, started getting information on how to resolve the issue. So why did I mention this story? This man actually thought because he came inside to drop the baby. He didn't know that I was coming inside to drop the baby. My husband just came inside. So he felt that because they were having an argument and because he came inside, he had come to grab a weapon. So that was his mindset. That was what he was thinking in his mind, that coming inside means he's coming to grab a weapon. Being a black man, those are the kind of things that they've heard about black people, that we are aggressive, we are quick to grab weapons. And he thought, and I'm sure that he too running inside probably was to go and get something close by to defend himself. Because that was what we now understood from him rushing inside to go and get something as well when my husband came inside. And that just brings me to that topic I want to talk about today. Why our black people are aggressive. So something happened in a place of work. And it was this story that somebody shared with me. That was why I kind of made reference to this one first. To show you that that's how they view us. I can't tell you at work how many times they've said, you don't need to shout. maybe somebody and somebody are just having a little distance. Oyinbo and Daki. Oyinbo will be telling the Daki that you don't need to shout, you can just talk, because of how they perceive us. So 2 Nigerian carers working in a care facility, in a supported living facility. Both of them done their 37.5 hours contract. And then one had 2 overtime, the other one did not have any overtime. So the one that had, the Nigerian that had 2 overtime has already done 1 overtime and wanted to do the second one. So she that day that she has chosen for the second one, she couldn't come in to do that job that day. She was looking for somebody to swap with her so that she can still do the shift. So she approached another fellow Nigerian and said, can you please swap this shift for me so I can do it? The lady told her that, you've already done one before. If you can't do that other one you've taken, why don't you just leave it? Why do you have to still be swapping? Then she asked, I mean, that's no concern of yours. They've given it to me. If you want to swap for me so that I can do it. They've already given it to me. That lady said, I can do it, but I'm not going to swap for you. If you can't do it on that day, then leave it. I'm free on that day. So if you can't do it, if you are struggling to do it, put the shift back, then I will come and cover it. That lady who they gave the shift to did not say anything. Apparently, the lady who said she couldn't cover the shift for her thought because she was struggling to cover it, she would put it back. So guess what happened? On the day of the shift, 2 of them arrived at the place of work. And the place of work, they have to clock in every time they come in. So the one who was supposed to swap for her, who said she couldn't swap for her, came in before the owner of the shift, who they gave the overtime to. So she quickly came in and clocked in. So when the owner of the shift, who felt that she couldn't cover the shift, but somehow managed to find a way around her situation and she was able to turn up for the shift as well. So she came in afterwards. And 2 of them now saw each other there. This one said, but you said you couldn't cover the shift. What are you doing here? This one said, but I didn't tell you I was going to give it up. I told you to swap with me. When you didn't swap with me, I went to look for solution. I have paid somebody some money to support my children at home so that I could come and do this shift. So I'm here, I'm doing my shift. I didn't tell you I was giving it up. So fight started. And they were shouting, they were screaming at each other. They were this close to having physical fight. Imagine, in somebody else's house, in a service user's house. They were this close to slapping each other. Very aggressive, agitated, screaming at each other, to the point that Oyinbo staff who was there was dumbfounded. Just sat there and was looking at them and say, what a show of shame. What a show of embarrassment. What a show of shame. At the end of the day, they ended up suspending both of them from the workplace. They gave them suspension. As I'm talking to you now, they are under suspension. It just goes to show, when they say we are aggressive in nature, we are shouting in nature, we are too aggressive. It's sad when we know that there's that stereotype on black people in general, and we are not doing anything to kind of curb it. We are loud as a people. I mean, when I speak to, sometimes my voice gets a little bit loud. My children will say, Mommy, stop shouting. Even though, when you're having a conversation and you are so much enjoying the conversation, sometimes you don't realize that you're already shouting. Your voice is already going up. Even my little girl will say, Mom, but you are shouting. You can't. I'm like, oh, that's true, I'm shouting. So I try to adjust. Then give it another 5 minutes. We are already shouting again. And it's not like we are fighting. We are just talking, just having a conversation. We are having fun. And before we know it, we are already shouting. Fellow Nigerian brothers and sisters, take it easy. Take it easy. The aggression is too much, especially in workplaces. People need to tone it down a little bit. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye.